Today we're playing Openguessr, which is another free Geoguessr alternative, and we're going to be testing it out, see what we all think, and if necessary, provide some feedback. And the difference for me is that I've actually played this one before, unlike Geotastic, so it will be quite interesting to see how much they've improved it over the past few months. Because I actually did record like an entire video talking about this, but for whatever reason it just didn't quite work out, but immediately it does seem to be a lot better, which is good. I remember like my overall feel for it at the time is that it just felt quite clunky, and you had to do this thing where you had to reduce the page size, but that I really don't think you need to do that anymore. And also there was something up with the map. I can't quite remember where it was, but now that looks pretty good as well. I think it's just the same one Geoguessr uses. Yeah, I think this is the equivalent. Oklahoma. I think this is the equivalent of the world map, so we just have a bit of everything at the moment. But I obviously know that they also have duels, which I'll check out very soon. Yeah, I mean, so far seems pretty good. Like it's very quick, which is nice. I remember one of my biggest critiques of Geotastic is that some things just felt a little bit slow for no real reason, but the pace of this so far is pretty good. Well, I thought this round was interesting. If anyone has seen my year-old video where I talk about weird Google cards, this is the Leticia card, which is all the way deep south in Colombia. Right, we also have country maps, and if I remember correctly, yeah, they're also community-made maps. And I remember when I first did this, there were barely any, but we got a decent amount now because I think they changed how you submit maps. I remember before you had to go on Discord to do it, but it seems like you can do it directly from the site now, which is also one of the main things I talked about. They also have integrated blink mode, which is pretty cool. You just click up here and you can change how much time you have for a round, so it's at 1 second at the moment, which is fine. I would personally like to see I'd personally like to see an even lower amount, especially when you're used to I wasn't paying attention. Especially when you're used to playing 0.1 blink mode. Oh, that's not too bad. And one of my biggest regrets I made in the, well, not really regrets, like a reason to why, 2 states in a row, a reason to why I wasn't a huge fan of the Geotastic video is that I kind of pretended I knew all about it, but I'd never played it before. So I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm not going to act like I'm showcasing it, because I'm not. I'm just playing it for the first time in a few months. Well, this is definitely proof that some people do play this a lot, but what I wanted to try out now are competitions. This is actually better than the Geoguessr daily challenge, because at least here, like, you know, there's something more interesting about it, unlike the one in Geoguessr where it's just a random round. But what I actually wanted to do is multiplayer and find duel, and that was quick. Also, be sure to like the video if you'd want to see more like this. There are a couple of more sites I have in mind, and I assume this is Spain or something. And yes, I've kind of tried to ignore like one of the biggest drawbacks in that you can see the road names, but I think if you just ignore it will be fine. And from what I've been told, it just makes it a lot more expensive to not have them. But anyway, I assume this is just Spain. I also haven't played the game in, well, if you saw the stream, which not many people did, I haven't played the game. I haven't been playing the game very much at all, but that shouldn't matter. And I'm also not a fan of the Gen 1. I wonder if there's a way to filter it out somehow. This looks like some inland Queensland or New South Wales. There are sound effects playing, but there's no music. Oh wow. Yeah. There are sound effects playing, but no music, so I think I'm just gonna put my own music. This is Nigeria, of course, with the follow car. I like that you can just talk to your opponent during a match. Oh, we didn't know that. Wow. And he goes Angola. Interesting. You could also do the moving trick, which I find quite funny, because that isn't even a thing in Google Maps. I don't know how Geoguessr and this site are doing this. Yep, I was thinking between Thailand or Philippines, but we got a Thai poll. And the way duels are, which I guess is a good idea. It's not elimination based. It's just how many points can you get in 5 rounds. You know, which is an interesting take on it, and that looks like Hindi, or at least some northern language. And it looks fairly dry as well. That should be more than enough. And I think that was the last game. No, one more. And I don't see any multis either, so I don't think it's possible for me to lose now. Oh, it's finished. Never mind. Wait. Okay, now it just teleports me to the regular game. Okay, that's fair enough. Right, one big piece of criticism I have is that it shouldn't be so easy to just leave the match. Like, I don't understand why there's a huge button saying leave, because especially when the matchmaking can take a while, it's really not great having 3 people leaving in a row to then be stuck in matchmaking for a while. So I think that is one thing that definitely needs to change. Oh, that's one of the things I said. That's actually quite good actually, because even in Geoguessr I know... Okay, nice. Even in Geoguessr I know there's that whole animation where the screen flashes red or whatever, but just having a text on screen really does help. As we're in Indonesia, probably Sulawesi. And hopefully my opponent is actually here. At least they didn't leave instantly like the other 3. Okay, he's here at least. This is Estonia, right? No, it's going to be Russia. Probably... Yeah, well, almost... I'd like to say near the Baltics. Maybe something around there. So also, what do you all think so far? So far I think it's pretty good. Definitely has made huge improvements over the past few months. I remember this logo being huge for certain reasons, and just the general UI I think makes a lot more sense now. It's way more polished as we're in the US, I think. Yeah, definitely with it being speed limit. I'd imagine, I don't know, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, that kind of area. I think Northern Nevada's the best pick. Okay, not quite. My opponent guesses Canada. Yeah, actually no, yellow plates, Colombia. I think that was a white car as well, so I'll try this. Kind of looks like this area in the middle of nowhere. Not too bad. Poland. At this point, I think I've shown most of it. Like you've also got a stats page with achievements, which is good. We also have. I remember you can also change. Where was it? Actually, if you go in settings, you can change the map, which may be useful. I didn't play any of the custom maps, but I'm sure you get a general idea of how this works. It's pretty much just the same as in Geoguessr. And to be fair, having over 300 people play a daily competition, I think is pretty good. So it's good to see that the game is, in my opinion, fairly active. Yeah, you could also see here almost. Yeah, wow, okay, so they hit almost 1,000 by when the day ends. So let me know what you think. Do you think this is a good alternative? Can you think of any ways to improve this? Do you prefer Geotastic? Would you only play Geoguessr? I'm quite interested to know. I mean, my overall impression is that it definitely is a good alternative. They made they've done quite a lot over the past few months, just generally making it look nicer. And if things look nicer, just naturally more people are going to play. That's just always how these things work. And something I should have mentioned a lot earlier is that this is way newer compared to Geotastic, and obviously way newer compared to Geoguessr. So it would be quite interesting to see what they'd be able to accomplish within another several few months. Yeah, I'm sorry, the outro always has to be in Geoguessr, I think. And also, the background looks a lot cooler, and the text, I've seen a lot of people complain about the text. But anyway, that's going to be all for today. Thank you to Ground Jordan for being the first channel member, and to everyone else watching as well. See you soon.